Welcome back to Hodge Podge. It's Becker County Energize. And this morning we are joined via our Zoom meeting today. We've got Amy Stearns with us, and also Leigh Nelson Edwards joins us this morning. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning.
This is kind of new for me. For folks tuning in on our Facebook page, you can check this out. Amy, let's talk a little bit about Becker County Energize and what you guys want to get out to the public today.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, I've been working with Karen Pfeiffer with Becker County Energize for quite a few years now. And it's just a really great organization that is, working toward the kind of the betterment of the community, if you will, focusing on health and wellness and just helping connect people together to make our community, both our city and our smaller cities in our county and our entire county and region, a stronger place to live.
Maybe when you talk about a stronger place to live, how is Becker County Energizing helping throughout the area?
So Becker County Energize is really working to bring people together, because in the past there was always all these disparate different groups working on different projects, whether it was physical health or mental health or arts and well-being or whatever that might be. And through Becker County Energize, they're trying to kind of bring everyone together so that there's one central resource and one central place to connect people. So it's not, Becker County Energize is not an organization. It's just really more of a resource and a connection for people.
Okay, very good. I think Leigh is with it. Leigh, are you there this morning? Let me take that as a no.
She's gone.
Okay. Amy, as long as we got you on with us here, for folks who want to find out more about Becker County Energize, or maybe people want to get involved and help what you're doing, how can they do so?
The easiest way always is to Google Becker County Energize, and the website will pop up, and you can contact Karen Pfeiffer. She works through Essentia Health, but she is really helping connect people together with this. Or just go onto the Becker County Energize website, which I'm actually spacing at the moment, but just Google it.
Just Google it.
How's that for honesty?
Hey, you know what? That's a nice thing about live radio and live Zoom meetings is we can do that. Did you want to talk about the impact of the arts, the Frazee art classes, or is somebody else going to talk to us about that?
I would love to talk a little bit about the arts. I mean,
sure.
My day job is I'm at the Historic Homes Theater in Detroit Lakes, and we serve the whole region and really bringing people together. And of course, during this coronavirus pandemic time, we have unfortunately been mandated to be closed, but we still feel that there's an opportunity for us and something that we can and should be doing for our community. And one thing we've done is we had about 40 to 50 art classes that we had planned for the summer. We work in conjunction with community education, and we kind of come together again to collaborate and make it stronger for the community. And so we'd offered all these classes, and we had to cancel them, of course, because of the coronavirus. But we've moved about 30 of them online. And so they're virtual classes, everything. This week, there's actually a plein air art class going on. There's a Make a Minnesota logo design kind of thing going on. There's watercolor. There's a magic camp. There's acrylic classes, all sorts of art classes going on. And we also moved our children's theater camp to an online virtual camp for 3 weeks. So this is the last week of that 3-week camp, but it's been amazing how the kids and the directors have pivoted, and they're doing Singing in the Rain virtually. Who knew? I mean, if you'd asked me 4 months ago if you could do Singing in the Rain virtually, I would have said, no, how do you do that? And it's really cool with technology, how we've been able to offer that. And I feel that one of the things that maybe is helping people get through the quarantine and being separated so much is, tapping back into those things you used to do as a kid, the art projects you would do, whether it was drawing or writing or painting or whatever your thing was. Even baking can be an art, You see somebody with those decorated cupcakes and like, wow, that is an art.
So we got somebody else joining us who just popped in here this morning.
Yes, hi, this is Leigh Nelson.
There you go.
Yes, I was having technical difficulties, so I apologize.
No problem, Leigh. Leigh, did you have something that you wanted to add to some of the stuff that Amy's been talking about?
I just caught the very tail end of what she was saying, so I'm not sure exactly where the conversation is at this point.
Amy, you want to fill her?
Sure. So, Leigh, we were just talking about how, that we talked a little bit about Becker County Energize and how it's such a great resource for bringing different groups together. And then also just how through the arts. It's a one way people are being able to get through the coronavirus quarantine time, and some of the virtual classes that are out there, the online live streaming shows that are out there. And I know you guys have been working on some things too. Maybe you want to share a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a great point you made about Becker County Energize and just bringing the community together. I really feel that I've been able to establish a lot of different relationships throughout a variety of sectors. And I know that a buzzword these days is intersectionality, but I really do think that Becker County Energize is a great example of that. I've been able to really expand some 4-H programs in our area due to the relationships and connections I've made through Becker County Energize. And I believe that Abby Selgren, one of my 4-H teens, I shouldn't say my 4-H teens. I always refer to the youth in my programs as my kids, but she's not my child. She is joining us as well. So she's a part of the teen arts group in Frazee that we are working on.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, is Abby? There is Abby. Okay. Abby Selgren joins us this morning. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Great. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Now, Leigh had talked a little bit about 4-H. I'm an old 4-H guy myself who grew up in the 4-H world. Abby, tell us about some of the things that you're involved with at 4-H.
I show livestock mostly. I do some of the actual projects, like photography and food preservation and stuff like that. I find that fun, but I usually just do livestock. I show rabbits, poultry, and one year I showed goats.
Now, Leigh, I grew up in a city out in the rural part of Minnesota, but I think people always confuse 4-H. It's a country thing. It's a farm kid thing. Not the case. Anybody can get involved in 4-H, whether you live in Detroit Lakes City proper or you live somewhere out in Becker County.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great point. We're really trying to work to minimize those stigmas that 4-H is really a program for all youth. And we're really working to reach more youth through offering a wide variety and array of programs. And our ag community is so strong here, which is great. We have so many kids involved in livestock projects, and they learn and develop lifelong skills through those areas, which is awesome. We have another extension educator, Gina Schauer, who has been hired within the past year, and she's really working to expand and grow those programs. My background specifically is more in creative arts and design and visual arts. However, I've been working in positive youth development for the past 15 years. And so I'm kind of working to combine those two areas to really expand opportunities for all youth and provide some creative youth development opportunities. I believe that these programs work really well hand in hand with 4-H because they really attract and engage youth who may not have previously been involved in 4-H in this area before. They really nurture individual growth and youth leadership, and very often civic engagement with intentional practices to spark social change and social justice evolves from these programs. And so that's where we're at in conversations right now. Abby, myself, and 2 other teens, we're really working to grow some opportunities in our local community with youth as leaders of these programs.
I'm going to ask you both, obviously Becker County Fair has been canceled for this year, and that is certainly one of the areas, if not the big areas, where 4-Hers have a chance to show what they've done as far as project goes. Leigh, I'm going to ask you first, then Abby, you can follow up. How are 4-Hers handling the COVID-19 pandemic and the fact that they will not be able to show livestock and projects this year at the Becker County Fair?
Yeah, definitely. When we heard the fair was postponed until next summer, it's understandable. We support that decision fully. We have to really make sure, health and safety is number one. Youth have voiced, disappointment, which is completely understandable. They work so hard with their animals all year, or on their other general exhibits as well. And so It's disappointing, but we are offering a virtual showcase experience, which we just announced recently within the past week. So Gina and I are working together to get that information out to families as soon as possible. And families were very understanding. We're just all kind of doing what we can, but the important thing is that these youth will still have the opportunities to share their learning this summer.
Abby, how about you as a 4-H'er who's not going to be able to actually go to the fair this year? You're going to do it virtually. How has this impacted you this summer?
It's not fun. I can tell you that much. I like sewing. I really like sewing. So I do a lot of sewing projects. And the fact that I can't show that at the fair this year sucks. I'm actually kind of happy that I don't have to show my rabbits because we haven't had a very good year with those. But it's not very fun that I can't actually go out and show everything that I'm proud of.
Yeah, the summer of 2020, the summer where nothing happened.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Leigh, Abby, and Amy, I want to thank all three of you for joining us here this morning via Zoom on Hodge Podge for Tuesday edition, our Becker County Energize. Anything else you want to get out to the public before we let you gals go this morning?
No, we just hope everyone has a safe and happy summer and that they get a little art in their life. Get outside and do something creative.
Sounds good. Leigh, anything you want to mention before we let you go?
I just want to thank you all for joining and having us on Hodge Podge. I really would like to pose a question, everyone, to think about how are we genuinely centering youth as leaders in our community. That's something I'm still thinking about and working with Abby and some other teams to really kind of focus our communities around youth leadership.
Sounds good. Abby, anything you want to say before we let you go?
No, thank you for this opportunity, though. This was actually really fun.
Well, this is brand new for me, too. My first Zoom meeting on Hodge Podge with 4 screens up here. So, again, you guys, great job. Thanks so much for joining us today on Hodge Podge.
Thank you.
Thank you.